Yeah, man. We shooting?
Yeah, we shooting.
Yo, man, we got a 32 video team series. State of the franchise, past, present, and future. We got the counterparts to be counted on coming up. So we're gonna take one person from each team, and who each franchise is relying on this season. So let's just jump into the Saints, man. You know, forget the introduction, man. New Orleans Saints. You know,
they're terrible.
Terrible. Capital T. Charles Barkley, terrible. You know what I'm saying? They've been a terrible franchise until recently. You know, well, before we get there, they were kind of good in the late 80s, early 90s. Sam Mills, Pat Swilling days. Those boys was flying around, you know what I'm saying? And then the Jim Mora, Drew Brees era.
Jim Mora, Drew Brees.
Oh, my bad. Sean Payton,
there you
Drew
go.
Brees era.
There you go.
Yeah, Jim Mora was back in the days.
Yeah, playoffs.
But yeah, man. So until they got Drew Brees, they you know, that's when they got life into the franchise. And we were just talking about it off camera, man. We think Sean Payton lucked up, man. He hasn't really had a strong draft.
Nope.
In his tenure there, his first pick was Reggie Bush, I believe, and you know, Drew Brees was slated to go to Miami at first.
Over there with Nick Saban.
They lost the medical. I guess he failed the medical or something for them.
They didn't like what they saw on the show. It was the janitor.
Yeah, so the Saints got him in the Super Bowl later, and a lot of passing yards later,
and a whole lot of money later.
You know, Sean Payton and Drew Brees is probably the best thing that happened to that Saints franchise.
Agreed.
You saying that Ricky Williams wasn't the best thing that happened to that franchise?
Yo, I remember that draft. Yo, Ditka had a cigar, man. He's like, man, forget the next 2 years, man. I got my guy, bro. They had the Marys wearing the dress, bro. Yo, Ditka was a fool back then, bro.
Best draft pick ever in life.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
No.
He's gone. He left. He had a short tenure there. But yeah, man. So the Drew Brees, man. So and let me tell you something about the Saints. I'm a Falcons fan. You're a Bucks fan. We in our division now. Who's the most hated team in the division, man?
That's the Panthers, no question.
That's you. So it's something with the Bucks, the Panthers.
I love them to play the Saints.
No, the Saints. That's who we don't like. The Saints, man. The Falcons, the Saints. They dirty, bro.
Exactly,
I guess we both dirty when we. It just that's our rivals right now, bro. You know, and it's like I never liked the Saints, even when they were good. I'm like, yo, you know.
You say can't stand them.
They had that one lucky year, bro. They licked up. Their defense was hitting on all cylinders, turnover prone, and they won a Super Bowl, bro.
Sound like Dallas 2014. Anyway.
Opportunistic.
Yeah, they were opportunistic, man. And ever since then,
they had your boy, man. They had your boy out there, bro. Darren Sharper, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously, you know, he doing that bid.
Man.
But Darren Sharper, you know, during that time, he was a ball hawk. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they had this huge turnover margin.
They did.
That was the key.
That was crazy.
That was the key to their success.
Yeah. That high-powered offense.
Yep.
But let's stay on defense. Ever since then, in the last couple of years, their defense has been one of the worst in the league, man.
And part of the problem there is they can't fix it. Why can't they fix it? Because it's unfortunate and terrible spending. You know what I'm saying?
They had Rob Ryan too.
I mean that don't help. But I mean, if you ain't got the pieces, you know what I'm saying, on top of not drafting well. I mean, how much has Drew Brees made the past 2-3 years? I understand he's elite quarterback, all that.
Got a Super Bowl,
but it's to the point where they can't function as an organization in terms of as a free agent. Free agent they could get. They can't get him because they got to pay Drew Brees.
But a free agent puts you over the top.
But
you know what I'm saying?
He also helps you.
No, I agree. But I think. And I'm not suggesting that isn't part of the problem. I think the bigger issue is their drafting. Okay. I don't think they've consistently drafted well enough in order to be competitive year in and year out, despite the fact that you have Drew Brees.
Yeah,
you have that kind of quarterback on your team, bro. You should be competing for that division title every week, every year.
Yeah, if you think about the players on the team over the years, like who did they hit on drafting, yo?
Kenny Stills.
No.
I mean, right now.
Most recently, I would say Cameron Jordan. Most recently, that's the only guy that really comes to mind. Maybe
Vaccaro?
No. Maybe an offensive lineman here or there, but really, Cam Jordan is the only guy that actually stands out to me recently.
To me, the best draft pick they ever had was Marcus Colston in the 7th round. Anytime I think of that.
Well, you're not necessarily wrong about that. That's one of their better ones.
That's rolling the dice too.
Yeah.
Other than that, they miss a lot, man. So that They not drafting well, man.
And to me, the reason why I like when the Bucks play the Saints is because Sean Payton is one of them coaches that outthinks himself. We running the ball, we getting 8 yards a carry, 5 yards a carry.
That's the problem with Sean Payton.
And in his head somewhere we got to start throwing the ball. For no reason, out of nowhere. You get 8, 10 yards, 6 yards a pop. Why would I even think about putting the ball in the air?
That's a problem.
Then you get an incompletion. Then you get a sack. You know what I'm saying? Now you punt it back to the. You know what I mean? He's one of the coaches who just outthinks himself.
Yeah, and that's the reason when they drafted Mark Ingram that year, everyone was like, "Oh, Mark Ingram, he's going."
Doesn't matter.
I'm like, Sean Payton ain't gonna use him right.
Listen, you can have Jesus Christ in the backfield to run the football. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Jesus?
It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do like the Rock say, it doesn't matter because Sean Payton's going to do what Sean Payton do, and that's I'm going to throw the ball.
Let me throw it to you now then. So you think they should move on from Sean Payton?
No, didn't they just sign him to a new contract? So
no, I'm saying,
if it was me,
yeah,
he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, maybe after that whole bounty gate thing.
And as soon as I can get rid of Drew Brees' contract, he's gone. If I can't get him back to a reasonable deal.
Think about you know what it is? Think about that Saints franchise like we were talking about before, the history. They've been bad for so long. So
you gotta ride Drew Brees, bro. You gotta ride him, bro.
No. You can ride him, but my thing is
you gotta draft better, bro.
You gotta draft better. But if I can't get a deal done, if we can't restructure,
but there were bad deals. Drew Brees' contract is a behemoth. It's a behemoth.
It's killing them.
But it wasn't the only bad deal that was made. There's been some bad deals that they've made. You know what I'm saying? The Junior Gillette. There's been quite a few that haven't worked out.
You traded Jimmy Graham?
Yeah, I think traded.
And
then
because they were in a bad cap space. That's why they traded
at that time. But they just paid Kobe Fleener all that money too. Like
that's the stuff
I don't understand what they're doing. And we were holding Sean Payton accountable. But yeah, exactly. Who the hell's the GM? Like you know what I mean? Like they're not replenishing their roster year in and year out, they've wasted some of Drew Brees' best years.
Let me say this though. I think. I firmly believe that Sean Payton has a grip hold on whoever the hell the GM is and says, listen,
maybe.
I want this guy.
He won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that happens.
You got to think about their franchise, bro. How bad they were. Now that we have success, these guys are gods in New Orleans right now.
But you're never going to get there, though. What is...
No, I get what you're saying.
Who's on their defensive line? Who's playing linebacker? You know what I'm saying? They have so many holes. But we got Drew Brees though. Like y'all ain't the Patriots. You're not the Patriots.
It's kind of like remember when the 49ers held on to all those players for so long.
Yeah.
And then they were sorry for years after that, man. And I think that's what's gonna happen to the Saints, man. They're not drafting well and they holding on to their past, and it's gonna hit them in the face soon, man.
And the way you stay bad, despite the quarterback, the way you stay bad is not draft well and sign bad contracts. They're doing everything that you're not supposed to do. The only exception is the reason why they're not back there with the Browns is because they got Drew Brees.
They got Drew Brees.
And they got to splash a Sean Payton's magic on occasion. I
guess that sums it all up right there.
You ain't in on the Saints. Saints fan, man. Comment on this Saints fan. If we wrong on this Saints fan, let us know, man.
Yeah, man. We here.
CPGM.com.